Amarawa Hopa. Thank you for joining us. I am Aaliyah Chavez. The Bureau of Land Management has released its plan to manage 13.3 million acres of public lands in central and northern Alaska. The Central Yukon Resource Management Plan proposes land expansion, fish and wildlife protection, and the development of recreational areas, among other things. The guide reflects public input collected over more than a decade and emphasizes co-stewardship collaborations with Alaska Native tribes, as well as incorporates Indigenous knowledge into its proposals. A record of decision for the plan will be issued later this year. We head now to Washington State, where the Puyallup tribe makes a big investment in a green energy solution for the world and for the economic security at home. Our Stuart Huntington has more.
5 years ago, the Puyallup tribe of Indians resolved to fight global warming and help create a carbon-neutral economy. Today, they're putting their money behind those words as lead investor in a company building utility-scale batteries to store power from green sources.
So first and foremost, it's about the environmental protection. It's about getting rid of fossil fuels. It's sustainable. So it checks that box. And then the second box, which is equally important, is there's a business case for it with the potential market in the billions. And then thirdly, it is fits with what we're able to do right now.
The tribe owns waterfront property in Tacoma and operates a shipping container modification company. Its new partner, Portland-based SkipTech, aims to make the batteries out of, well, shipping containers.
I am incredibly excited that we have the Puyallup tribe as our partners in doing this. They are well aligned with us in terms of our joint vision of what we want to do, of making equitable, reliable, and environmentally friendly sources of power.
The core so-called flow technology behind the batteries is decades old, but SkipTech thinks it has fixed a flaw.
Our specific flow battery that we're using was first developed in 1980. So our specific technology that we at Skip have developed is actually a replacement for a flaw that was at the heart of that battery.
The tribe agrees.
They have a product in development where they can essentially turn containers into liquid batteries to store energy. And definitely aligned with what we're trying to do, because it's one about the environment, it's sustainable, and it also has a serious business case for it.
The new partners hope to have a working prototype built by the end of the year. Stuart Huntington, ICT News.
A new facility in Seattle will house Native American adults experiencing chronic homelessness. The Sacred Medicine House will open 120 apartment units to single adults and adult couples without kids. Built by the Chief Seattle Club, a Native-led housing and human services agency, the goal is to end homelessness in urban King County, where Native Americans account for up to 15% of the homeless population. The housing site will staff a full-time cultural mental health worker, offer counseling services and recreational activities, as well as provide job assistance and other support programs. In Nevada, an endangered wildflower poses challenges for what could become the third lithium mine in the U.S. Ryolet Ridge holds one of the largest known lithium and boron deposits and will help accelerate key materials for electric vehicles. This mine threatens Team's buckwheat, a yellow and cream-colored flower. It made the endangered species list in 2022, citing mining as the biggest threat to its survival. The Center for Biological Diversity says the current plan could violate the Endangered Species Act and, if approved, would be challenged. Well, a rare cicada phenomenon is set to happen this spring. In parts of the Midwest and Southeast, a double dose of these singing insects, one brood on a 13-year cycle and the other on a 17-year cycle, will emerge from the ground. There will be an estimated 1 million insects per acre across 16 states. That's according to a cicada expert at the University of Connecticut. Often mistaken for locusts, cicadas are more noisy than they do harm. They are good for the soil, non-toxic, and don't bite. The occurrence will last about a month before their young crawl back into the ground until the next cycle.